They finally added it. Mario's Picross to Nintendo Switch Online, let's go! But in all seriousness, it's amazing that DK94 is finally here. This is my most wanted game for Nintendo Switch Online alongside Wario Land 4. So it's amazing that they added both of these games 2 months in a row. But before we get started, I wanted to mention that I have a goal to hit 30,000 subscribers before the Switch 2 launches, so if you enjoy my content, consider subscribing, and if I hit that goal, I will give away a copy of the new Mario Kart game. But so let's go ahead and check it out. This game is really underrated. Sure, there are a decent amount of people who talk about it, but I still feel like it is underappreciated compared to other Game Boy games. And honestly, this is one of my favorite, Game Boy games. And if you've played the Mario vs. Donkey Kong remake and enjoyed it, you'll probably enjoy this game too, since this is essentially the prequel to that. I mean, it basically is, since Mario vs. Donkey Kong kind of reuses this game's mechanics. Some people like this game even more than Mario vs. Donkey Kong. While I think these games are equally as good, I can't understand why people would like this game more. I think this game is kind of well, this game and Mario vs. Donkey Kong are kind of similar to how Paper Mario 64 and Thousand Year Door are. Like, very similar formulas, though they do things, slightly differently. And their sequels aren't that good. No, I'm just kidding. Super Paper Mario is amazing. And, there are a couple mini-style games that I liked in the Mario vs. Donkey Kong series. It was the second one on the DS, I think. I forgot. I mean, they're very forgettable, so I just kind of forgot about that, but yeah. This game and Mario vs. Donkey Kong are definitely the best Mario vs. Donkey Kong style games, in my opinion. But this opening here may seem like this is just a boring remake of the arcade Donkey Kong, but in reality, it is much more than that, since this is just the first little part of the game. But it's actually, really cool how this game starts. Okay, I messed up there. Let's try that again. But this is, a really cool opening, because, while it does seem like a remake of Donkey Kong at first, this really is just a tutorial area to show you how to, control the game. Because it does control differently than the original arcade Donkey Kong. So... Oh, I forgot you could do that. Yeah, like I said, it really kind of is a tutorial, since it basically, I mean, on the surface, any, casual player would just see this as, a remake of Donkey Kong. But in reality, it's kind of taking you through these levels again, but with a different moveset, to kind of learn this new moveset. So it's actually just really well designed in that aspect. Unfortunately, there's a lot of fireballs over here. I did not intend on losing that many lives in this little starting area here. I guess we have to kind of go quick. But the good thing is, the fall damage here is just really lenient. So, which is, I guess, is another way of kind of showing off the moveset here. Hey, there we go. But now, here's the interesting part. because the little cutscene plays here. The game keeps going. Donkey Kong runs away with Pauline. And now the real game starts. Like I said, this is just a genius way of opening, like, a kind of spiritual successor to the arcade Donkey Kong. And it even introduces, like, it kind of, in that little cutscene there, it introduces the, like, basically the core mechanic of, the levels, where you have to get the key. But we're in the big city. But yeah, here's the first real stage of the game. And as you could see, it is very similar to Mario vs. Donkey Kong if you've played it. But the gameplay formula here is just incredible. It is one of the best puzzle platformers of all time, in my opinion, alongside Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Instead of the presents from Mario vs. Donkey Kong, you collect, like, the different, things for Pauline, kind of similar to the arcade Donkey Kong. And you even have, like, a little bonus game here as well. Okay, so let's move on to the next stage here. But I really like how this game controls. This is honestly the best controlling Game Boy game, in my opinion. Like, because a lot of, like, this game really makes you feel like you're in control. Because sometimes it doesn't feel that way for a lot of older Nintendo games, like, especially on the Game Boy. But here, the moveset is just so incredible, and it feels so fluid. Okay. There we go. Okay, so let's move on to the next level. Okay. Some people are a little disappointed that this game didn't get a remake, but I'm honestly fine with it not getting a remake. This still holds up really well, and I think graphically, I think this style holds up better than the original version of Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Like, the original version of Mario vs. Donkey Kong, it is like... Okay. I didn't realize I was gonna, kind of merge into that guy's hitbox, but... I think this art style aged a little better than the Game Boy Advance Mario vs. Donkey Kong. So I think that game kind of... I think it needed a remake a little more. It also had more flaws than DK94, so I feel like that kind of made sense in that regard. Oh crap. I didn't realize it'd slip into there, but I still feel like this game holds up really well, like, as it is on the Game Boy, and I guess technically on Nintendo Switch Online now. But yeah, I think those things are called bucket mans. I might be wrong. But, like the trash can guys. I know they got promotional artwork in the Mario vs. Donkey Kong remake, which was pretty cool. There we go. So now we have Mario's Picross. I know this game really doesn't seem like anything special, but it's still cool that they added it on here. Yeah, I'm not really like I haven't really played that much Picross before, so I'm just gonna go with like the basic levels. But it is cool that they added it on here for the people who like Picross. Oh, I didn't even mean to hit that one. Okay. I'm gonna retry this. Okay. Yeah, I don't even know how I accidentally hit the wrong one there, but let's try this again. Okay, there we go. But yeah, these first couple levels are pretty simple here. I actually didn't know until recently that Picross was like a Nintendo thing. I mean, I know it's developed by Jupiter, but like, it's like kind of synonymous with like Nintendo systems. But I thought it was just like a puzzle game that existed. Like I didn't realize that it was a like an exclusively Nintendo thing. Okay. There we go. Let's try one more here. Okay. There we go. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and make sure to check out my Discord server if you want to. Stay perky!